guys, it's Eva, and today I'm going to do my most anticipated fall reads. So every single month I do like my most anticipated new book releases. So these are books that I would like to read and genres I like to read, and I literally like hundreds of descriptions. But today is not that. Today is my most anticipated fall reads. So I have like 5 on my September list, and I will link that down below, that video down below. It'll be out before this video, but only one of them made it to my most anticipated fall reads. So this is not a comprehensive list of like all the books I'm excited for in fall by any means, but these are the ones that are like at the top, like the top 5 or 6, like the ones I would know off the top of my head and the authors, and I just like know those authors more, where the other ones I like really research to find out like books I'd be interested in. Book is the one that's on my September new book releases, so you can check that down below after this if you want some more September releases. But it is The Testament by Margaret Atwood. It comes out September 10th, and this one I think is highly anticipated across the board for people if they're into The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale is a drama, and it was written it was written a long time ago, and she never wrote a sequel. It was a standalone book, and then Netflix came out with its special. And it's very dramatic. It's about like a world where people that like extremist religious people that took over, and like basically most of America is gone, and they live in this very, very extremist Christian oppressive state. And it's not healthy Christianity or anything like that. And so that's what the story about. So this is the second one, and I think most people are anticipating this because there is like 2 or 3 seasons already out. I've watched them. They're amazing. They're shocking. They're like hard to watch a lot of. I'm not one of those people that can watch like The Handmaid's Tale back to back. Like I have to like watch one a night or one a day. But they're really, really good. Okay, so book number 2 is Akin by Emma Donoghue, and this comes out October 3rd. So this is by the author who did Room, and if you've ever read Room before or seen the movie, it is like, it's impactful and scary. And I read the book, I was like, that is not my kind of book. It was just one of those books I can never ever forget. I remember when it first came out, I picked it up because it had such a beautiful cover, and it was everywhere. And I think it was like, came out in the summer or something, and people were like, oh, that was such a good read. So I read it that fall or something. Oh, it was such like a horrific book and like so scary, and so I put this one on the list because she was such a vivid writer and that her storytelling was off the charts, and so yeah, I would definitely read things by her. So this tells a different kind of story. The story is about a guy named Noah. He's 80 years old. He's going through his like mother's pictures and finds out about his like mother's separate life that he had no idea about. And then he finds out about this young boy. His name is Michael. Michael has no relative left except for this old man. And so Noah kind of takes him in. He does have a mom that's in prison, but he has no relative on the outside taking care of him. So I put this one on just because I've heard about it, and I knew the author was coming out with a new book, and her last book was, or The Room was, So that's the reason this one got added. The next book as well is The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. It comes out. This book I'm just reading simply because I absolutely love the author. I've read like, I think almost everything now by Leigh Bardugo. I've read, well, a lot of things. I'm still in the middle of in one of her series, but some of her other series I've read them all the way through. Absolutely love her as a writer. She's so much fun. And so once again, she's writing fantasy, but it's like mixed in with real life because it's about a young boy. It's about a young boy named Alex. He's attending an Ivy League at Yale, and I think it's something to do with secret societies, but it has a lot of dark magic in it. It said in the description, there wasn't a whole lot that gave away in the description, but I'm excited for more, what's it called? Like an urban fantasy? I bet it's more of an urban fantasy if I had to guess, right? But I love her writing. Absolutely love her as an author, and she put a book out earlier this year called King of Scars. It was really good as well. That one you have to read like series more for that one to make sense. I think for that one to be really good, you'd have to read the Six of the Crow series and then her original series, but I really liked it. And yeah, but needless to say, yeah, so I've been anticipating this novel. I'm really excited about it. The next one is The Starless C by Erin Morgenstern. It comes out November 7th. So this one I definitely picked once again because Erin Morgenstern is the author of The Night Circus, and it is one of the biggest fantasy novels, it's like biggest fantasy standalone novels I have ever read, and I heard about it absolutely everywhere, and everybody was saying it was going to be a movie. I still think it's going to be a movie, but anyways, it's one of my favorite standalone fantasy novels I have ever read, so I definitely will pick up anything by Erin Morgenstern. This next one, it's about a young man named Zachary, and Zachary finds a book in a library, and it's a very mysterious book, and inside the book he finds the story of his life, which is like, would be a little creepy and weird. So this one definitely, I'm guessing, has a little bit of magic in it again, and that really excites me. So if you liked The Night Circus, I definitely suggest checking out this one in November. So book number 5 is Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina and Lauren, and it comes out October 22nd. And Christina and Lauren, I think I've really more discovered this year. I really hadn't read them before, but I've read a few books by them this year, and I really enjoyed them, so I'm excited to get into more books. This one is they are like chick lit, love, a little bit of steamy reads. I think originally are really steamy reads, and now they're more chick lit with a little bit of steam. This one is about first love, so it's about a story about when your first love comes back into your life and what happens, and it's like at a really unexpected time. There wasn't much of description here as well, but I would definitely just read anything from them because I really enjoyed, they released the Unhoneymooners this summer, and it was funny and hilarious. And then I also read Roomies this summer while I was in New York, and it was just perfect timing. And I really enjoyed their chick lit so far this year. And then the very last book is The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, and this comes out November 19th. So The Queen of Nothing is a trilogy book, so it's a third in a series. I don't know if it's the last, it's the end of the trilogy or what, but it is a book about fairies, and it's been really, really popular in the last few years. And the first book was about a human girl in the fairy world, and then the second book was about, well, it was like a bit of an adventure, and then she gets booted kind of from the fairy world as human. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what happens. There's a lot going on in the books, so I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, just know it's a YA fantasy. It's very hyped up. They're very, very, very easy to read. Like, you read through them really, really quickly, which I like. When fantasy, you can read through quickly, because a lot of fantasy takes a long time for me to read. But yeah, they're a fun little series about fairies, and I've really enjoyed them so far. There's a bunch of romance going on. You don't really know what's going where at this point, I don't think. But yeah, it'll be fun to find out. But those are all my fall most anticipated reads. I didn't want to bog it down with like so many. If you want to check out more books this fall, so then just look out for my new reads for the month. They usually come out towards the end of the month, so like in August I'll put out September's towards the end of August, and then October's will be out by the end of September, and there'll be a lot more detailed lists, but these are the ones I just know off the top that I will definitely pick up from these authors because I've read really good books by these authors. So those are all my reads. Please don't forget to subscribe down below if you like books reviews, looking for a book to read, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys next time. Bye!